Now, it has been a while since I've had out my glass mat because uh, there's such a glare on it always, and I don't always like to stamp on it for that reason while I'm on camera. But today we're going to do a couple things that I'm like, ooh, I'd really like my glass mat out and ready so that we can make a mess a little bit and use some heat on it. And what you will see up here in the corner is the way that you can order through me, bit.ly. And I know I need a new dry erase marker, so I know that. shop with Stampin' Nut with two N's in the middle. So I will get a new marker so that next time I use my glass mat and put that on here. Beth, that is so exciting. Beth says she's here live and not on replay. That's different, right? So hi, Joan. Great to have you here too. So I have in front of you the Beautiful Butterflies stamp set and dies. I'm not going to use the dies today. We're going to keep it a little bit simple. And of course, there's a hybrid embossing folder somewhere in my studio that needs to find its way back to its bundle. So, this is life right now, a little chaotic. It's not going to get any better in August when my son and daughter-in-law arrive to live with us. So it's okay. We are happy. And that's what matters, right? So we are grabbing the Beautiful Butterflies because it is what Shannon McCullough told me to do. What? I'm calling this segment Your Wish is My Command. And whatever day it was that I posted the question, what stamps would look good with the color combo of Blackberry Bliss, Soft Sea Foam, and Cloud Cover? And she said Beautiful Butterflies. So here I am with the Beautiful Butterflies. That I've explained that a couple times now, so I hope you're not bored stiff. But we're gonna start with our Blackberry Bliss, and we're gonna ink up our butterfly. And I like to do it upside down because it is such a large stamp. It just for me feels a little bit more like I can control where the ink is going. And then we're going to stamp it, and it fits pretty well from left to right, but I'm going to go way to the left. Way to the left. And then the glass mat works great. Oh my gosh. Linda, I love you for that. And I've been a General Hospital fan for, oh gosh, over 40 years. And I'm only 52. So that tells you how it's been a part of my life for a long time. So I appreciate that. Okay, so we've got our butterfly. I moved it way over to the left, and that was done in Blackberry Bliss. Now, this is an important part of my process here. I want to make sure to get all of the ink off, and it's sometimes easier just to take your chamois and have at it that way. I'm confident that that is clean, but I am going to bring in a piece of grid paper, background paper, just to make sure. Look, a little bit of residue there. So I want to make sure for my purposes that it gets as clean as possible. Okay, next we are going to grab our Versamark pad. I went through all my pads. I don't know, is that mold, you guys? Or mildew? I don't know. Maybe it's just ink. But I went through my Versamark pads. And I'm like, I got to throw some of these away. I have 6 of them directly on my left here. And I'm like, I think I really need to just get rid of some. But this is the nicest looking one. Linda, that is amazing. It's been in your life for a long time. I went through some really hard years when we didn't have a VCR yet, and I had to go back to school. That was like torture. I'm like, what the? I'm going to miss my show. Thankfully, as you know, on soaps, you can typically catch up pretty quickly. Okay. So I am going to stamp this again, and this time I am working to offset it a little bit from the first time. So I am moving it over, and hopefully I've done a good job. We'll find out. And then we are going to take the white embossing powder. Look at that little pink halo. That Versamark does bring out ink out of your photopolymer stamps. So I'm not entirely surprised about that. All right, I don't know where my little tray is. So now I'm going to emboss in white. Okay, and you can already see as I bring the powders off the edge, that cool look. Check it out, my friends. Okay, now, because I did it on this paper, I can scooch that back in here. All right, so we are techniquing today. I would call this maybe offset stamping or something like that. Hey, Laura, great to have you. And now I'm going to pull out. Here's another thing. I've got my old heat tool here. I would prefer my newer one, but that is also somewhere in the studio. And I just saw it the other day, so I don't know. And it was on. Fun. Okay, so now we're going to heat our powders. I'm going to cover up the little glare a little bit here for you. So we're going to add get our white embossing going here. And honestly, I'm going to tell you right now that I should have used my embossing buddy. I can see already. I've got some issues there. But it's such a pretty embossing technique I wanted to share with you today. It creates a little halo around the butterfly. And it works great really with any line art image, but I liked it with the butterfly because the butterfly had what am I trying to say? And the answer is no, Carla. I would much prefer my tray because there's less chance of spillage. I don't know what I was going to say, but I think if I would have used my embossing buddy, that would have helped a lot. Anyway, I lost my train of thought, so we're just going to move on. So now is where I'm going to bring in these colors, and we are going to do some blending over this. So we actually are doing two techniques in one, because now we're doing a little bit of emboss resist. So here, because I've got my my glass mat, I can clean off my brush on there, and now I'm just gonna create a little I don't know, shading, I guess I'm just gonna call it, around my butterfly. So I'm gonna do it kind of sectioned off here into quarters. So I'm gonna do my soft sea foam, and it looks, I feel like it's a little dirty. I may have needed a newer or cleaned out my blending brush. I thought I did, but. And then we're going to take our cloud cover. Does anyone know why I've got a cloud cover in a Stampin' Spot? I bet you do. It is because the cloud cover large ink pad in the firm foam did something funky with the color. And so Stampin' Up! Said, we aren't going to sell that the way we want to, because the quality was not right. So Okay, so we've just kind of popped that out a little bit more with our soft sea foam and our cloud cover. And then we're going to add that to a card. So now we've done all of the work basically already. So we're going to add our card base, which is in Blackberry Bliss. And then we'll grab our, I'm going to grab liquid glue because my Stampin' Seal is not next to me and I'm not going to dig for it. So we will make do. All right. So what I like about the liquid glue though is we can seal all those edges because there is always a little bit of curl to the hi Jolene. It has a little bit of curl when you heat it. And so I like the liquid glue or the tape all the way around the edges. And then we're going to add a strip of Blackberry Bliss. This is just 4x3 ace. And we're going to add that down here to section off the image. And I'll get it as straight as I can. And then we're going to stamp our sentiment. So I'm going to bring back my Beautiful Butterflies stamp set. And the In Case You Need Me, I'm Here. I love that sentiment. It is one I say to my friends, similar, when they're going through some things. I'm here if you need me. What do you need? So in case you need me, I'm here. Super pretty. And then the last little touch is going to be these 2025, 2027 in color. What are they? Flat pearls. All right. So for these, I'm going to finger grab my medium size one in cloud cover. These are not available right now, FYI. So what I would suggest is if you are liking stuff and it's not currently available, sign up for, that's exactly right, Joan, 3D stamping almost, right? Sign up for notifications that will alert you when they are available. So that is my tip of the day, to sign up for those alerts, because there are a lot of things that are not available right now. All right, so there we go, my friends. We've got lots of technique-y stuff today. No die cutting, which is sometimes okay. You know, we get caught up in the die cutting world, and I think it's fun to do other things on occasion. And in this case, these techniques really provide a bit of a wow. So thank you for being here with me today and enjoying our time together. It is only 1:20, but I will be going soon because I've got some funeral details I need to take care of today. I wanted to share with you a couple of samples, including the one I made the other day that went viral, or at least in my world went viral. 37,000 plus viewers is viral for me. But I also wanted to show you, I think I have a couple of butterfly cards here. So this one is using some blending brush in the background on the outline, the butterfly outline, and then the detailed butterfly is just black cardstock, and I think that's really pretty. And then this one here, I love the color combo because it is bright and cheery, and I also loved how she used those butterflies in the background, and it's a fun fold, so yay for that. Love that. Okay, that is Brenda Cardinal. This one is Trisha Joseph's. And then my card, which I had with me right here, wouldn't you know? I might have to dig a little. Bear with me. It is here because I brought it downstairs with me. And I'll just keep digging while we chat a little bit. So a reminder that we've got Stamp Together Saturday. This week will be pre-recorded because of the funeral. And so you will enjoy a kind of a cool layout. I haven't posted the cutting instructions yet. I can't find it, my friends. Oh, I bet it's here. Yep. There it is. That one went crazy. It just went crazy.